Hey, what's going on, guys? So, as you can see, I'm out here in the woods, walking through my property on a trail me and Fat Tony made a little while back. If any of you guys remember some of my early videos, if you've even watched some of the earlier videos, several years back when I was living in Nebraska, I started building Vietnam-style base. And this was long before filming. It had a purpose in filming as well, but it didn't get that far. Unfortunately, it's kind of redundant as it was. And since we didn't own the land, all the work was kind of null and void. It was pointless, waste of time and money. But I wanted to build one. I wanted one for myself, just in the sense of possible future reenactments and the experience of doing something that guys serving in Vietnam did. So I had 3 bunkers that were pretty much built, a pretty nice sized trench line, and a small mortar pit that I was working on. Unfortunately, like I said, didn't own the land, so there was only a limited number of things I could actually do, and it became pointless in the end, especially since it didn't get to be in filming, and it wouldn't have mattered if it was, because it would have been stolen like it was. So a little while back I got it in my mind that, hey, I want to build another one, so I started scouting the land, had Fat Tony come out here and help me scout out a location. We found a pretty good location that's up here on a ridge, and so it's high ground. It overlooks 2 areas of a creek bed that actually crisscross into each other here on the land, and it's pretty clear up here for the most part. It's just a bunch of shrub trees that we're going to cut down. But anyway, guys, I decided, yes, I'm going to make another one, and I can do what I want with it, and I'm going to make it the way I want. So we started on it Saturday and Sunday. I'm gonna have to get more sandbags. I actually made probably about 10 sandbags Saturday night, and we filled them Sunday, and then I made another 8 to 9 today. And so I'm gonna go ahead and do a little digging and sandbag filling again, but this is basically the start of what I've got. As you can tell, it's going to be a pretty good sized bunker, but I'm going to have to wait until I can get up to the city, to a surplus store, and buy more sandbags. I'm going to see if it's cheaper to either buy them or make them. At this point, I'm not sure. It's probably neck and neck. If I buy them on the internet, it's going to be more than what I could cost to make them. But if I go to a surplus store, it might be cheaper just to buy them in bulk than it is to make them, and it saves me the time doing it. But anyway, guys, yeah, I'll keep you updated on this. I just thought it'd be kind of neat to show you that. Alright, so this is about what I'm probably going to do this evening. It's getting kind of close to dark, so I'm going to head back to the house and get a shower and whatnot. But that'll be the door. That'll be part of the trench line coming straight into the bunker. I'll get some tape out here the next time I'm out here. I'm going to run it from here to that tree right there. That's going to be a trench line, and where that tree is going to be another bunker. Then we're going to run another trench line to that big tree right there, make another bunker. We'll start getting all this cleared up here sometime here soon. I don't know if I mentioned it or not in the last video I made about building the base, but last time I built one, it got me a lot of notoriety. Some of it good, some of it bad. Although I was kind of outside of town in city limits, or outside of town, out of city limits in the country. It was pretty close to a main dirt road that a lot of people went out of town from, an old cemetery out there. So a lot of people cruise through there a lot. So I got well known by townsfolk and got kind of dubbed the weird, creepy, Rambo looking kid, because I always had cut off sleeves and a bandana and some longer hair. Not this long, but and I was just one of those weird kids, like, who the fuck builds bunkers for fun? That psychopath over there. But yeah, it even got me put in the paper. I don't even still have the old article. I might be able to find a copy of it somewhere, somebody that has one. But that was something that was in storage and it's gone now. I also got interviewed on a radio station once, but that was more so for filming, and they took it from filming and made it more about my old man's history in the military instead of what it was supposed to have been about. So they kind of fuggled that up, and so did they with the article. They fuggled a lot of what we set up and changed it for their own visual pleasure, I guess you could say. But it is what it is. It was still kind of neat. But this one will be secluded. It's way out in the middle of nowhere, as you guys can tell. But yeah, now I can do whatever the fuck I want to and build whatever the fuck I want to without having to deal with people's bullshit. I think I'm going to build the base in the style of Quezon, which is kind of what the old base was starting to be, was in the style of Quezon. A lot of bases were kind of similar. They had different layouts, but they were kind of always set up the same in the sense of you had your bunkers and your trench line kind of set up on the perimeter and all that, and then your command post CP bunker kind of out in the middle of the whole base somewhere, and hooches and tents and all kinds of other things. So there'd be something similar to that built up here as well. I'll probably build one major bunker somewhere out here in the middle. I haven't quite decided yet. I got to get all this cleared out and figure out exactly where everything's going. But like I said, on through here would be the trench line, going to that tree and to that tree. A couple more bunkers probably in here somewhere. Might even go that way with one. I'm not entirely sure yet. But it'll be pretty neat and pretty big. I'm looking to maybe get reenactors out here sometime. It's hard to say. Haven't really decided if I want to try and go that route again or not. I'll definitely try and use it for some filming later on in the future. I'd really like to get a short story going and make a short YouTube mini-series or something about Vietnam. But again, that's getting people and numbers and gear and stuff. But I think what I'll do is I'll get reenactors if I decide to go that route and have them bring their own stuff, because I've been selling a lot of everything I have extra and just kind of got out of the whole supply thing. I'll keep certain things for my own collection, but everything I have multiples of that don't really have any extra value other than the fact that we bought tons of extras for supplying people who weren't reenactors, obviously, for filming. But that's something I'm not really interested in doing, other than getting others together and having them have their own stuff, especially people that are familiar with that era. That's one of the biggest problems we had when filming. That was a hard thing to deal with. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna head back to the house before it gets dark. We got a bunch of fucking crazy wild animals out here. Not to say that my AR there wouldn't take care of it, but it'd be my luck I'd get attacked from above. We've got fucking mountain lions and bobcats, bears, and even black panthers out here. And yes, I did say black panthers, just to clarify, and no, not the protesting kind. Yeah, they've all been spotted out here, especially in my area. So I don't really like to be out in the middle of the woods after dark, especially without a gun. And in fact, I don't even like being out here during the day without a gun. And it's about the time all the poisonous snakes decides to come out, and I fucking hate snakes, so I'm gonna fucking get out of here. I'm Oscar Mike, guys. As always, stay frosty, ride or die, Reaper out.